Good morning. Let us see question number 59. In question number 59, a balance sheet is given in which A and B are partners who were sharing in the profits in the ratio 2:1. The capitals are given 15,000 and 10,000. Creditors are 32,950 and some assets are also given. Cash in hand is given 600. They admit C into partnership on 1st April 2020 on the following terms. C was doing 7,500 as his capital and 3,000 as goodwill for 1/4 share in the firm. So his share in profit is 1/4, and accordingly he will bring premium for goodwill. So values of stock and plant and machinery to be reduced. We have to prepare revaluation account, and there is a provision for doubtful debts on debtors rupees 375. Now we have to record necessary general entries and give effect to the arrangement. That means incoming of cash for capital and premium for goodwill, and then distribution of premium for goodwill among the old partners. Then revaluation account have to be prepared, partners capital account and balance sheet. So let us see. Sacrificing ratio will be 2:1 because there is no discussion about new profit sharing ratio of A and B, and in that case the old profit sharing ratio becomes the new sacrificing ratio also. So let us see the general entries. New partner C brings cash, total rupees 10,500. Premium for goodwill is 3,000 as given in the question, point A. So 3,000 for goodwill and for capital 7,500. Total amount brought by C is 10,500. Now premium for goodwill will be distributed among all partners in sacrificing ratio, which is 2:1. So A's capital account will be credited 2,000, B's capital account will be credited 1,000. Now let us see revaluation account. In the revaluation account you can see what are the changes. Stock and plant and machinery were reduced, so these are the losses. So stock is reduced by 5%, plant and machinery also reduced by 5%. So 5% of 10,000 will be 500. So stock reduced by 500, and plant and machinery 5% of 17,500 is 875. Provision for doubtful debts is also a loss. It will also be debited to revaluation account 375. Now point number D, the value of building is appreciated by 10%. So 25,000 into 10% is 2,500. So since rise in value of asset is a profit, it will be credited. So by building 2,500. So balancing figure we get profit on revaluation is equal to 750, which will be divided among the old partners in the ratio 2:1. So A will get 500 and B will get 250. Now see the partners capital account. As in the question, capital is given A 15,000, B 10,000. So at first we will copy the opening balance of capital of A and B on the credit side. Now cash brought by C for capital is 7,500. So by cash account 7,500. Premium for goodwill rupees 3,000 distributed among A and B in the ratio 2:1. So that will be transferred to A and B's capital account, 2,000 to A, 1,000 to B. And profit on revaluation is transferred to the credit side of partners. So by revaluation account 500 to A, 250 to B. And at last we get the closing balance of partners capital account. So it will be 17,500 for A, 11,250 for B, and 7,500 for C. Now new values in the balances or values in the closing balance sheet. Since cash already has 600 balance, 10,500 brought by C. So the new balance of cash now will be 11,100. Stock has fallen by 500. New value of stock is 9,500. Plant and machinery also falls by 875. So new value of plant and machinery is 16,625. Building increased by 2,500. So value of building will now be 27,500. Now see the balance sheet. So according to revised values, we will prepare the balance sheet. On the asset side, building 27,500, plant and machinery 16,625, stock 9,500, sundry debtors 4,850 is given in the question. Now less provision for doubtful debts 375. After deduction it is 4,475. Cash in hand as we calculated is 11,100. On the liability side, new value of capitals of ABC 17,500, 11,250 and 7,500. So total capital is 36,250. Sundry creditors will be copied as given in the old balance sheet 32,950. So if we add totals of both the sides, we get 69,200 as total of balance sheet. So this is question number 59. So try some question yourself, and now read question number 62. In question number 62, Madhu and Vidhi are two partners sharing in the ratio 2:3. New profit sharing ratio is given in this question. It is 2:3:5. So we have to calculate sacrifice. Sacrifice equals to old share minus new share. So Madhu's sacrifice equals to 2/5 minus new share is 2/10. So Madhu's sacrifice is 2/10. Then Vidhi's sacrifice is 3/5 minus 3/10. This is equal to 3/10. So we get sacrificing ratio equals to 2:3. Then Gayatri's share of goodwill. Gayatri is the new partner, and in the question, goodwill of the firm is given 3 lakh. It is valued at 3 lakh. And since Gayatri joins the business for a value of 5/10 in profits, so share of goodwill brought by Gayatri will be 1,50,000. So according to sacrificing ratio, now we will distribute premium for goodwill. So 1,50,000 divided or transferred to Madhu's capital and Vidhi's capital in the ratio 2:3. This will be 60,000 to Madhu and 90,000 to Vidhi. So this will be credited to their capital account. Now observe general reserve. In the balance sheet, the value of general reserve is 30,000. If nothing is said about accumulated profits and losses, what we do? We transfer the accumulated profits to the old partner's capital account in old profit sharing ratio. So general reserve will be transferred to Madhu's capital account and Vidhi's capital account in old profit sharing ratio 2:3. This will be 12,000 to Madhu and 18,000 to Vidhi. Now cash and bank account, you see bank balance already has 50,000, and then bank balance brought by the new partner Gayatri, it will be 3 lakh for goodwill, 4 lakh for capital and 1,50,000 for goodwill. So total amount brought by Gayatri is 5,50,000, and already it is 50,000 in the balance. So 4 lakh plus 1,50,000, 5,50,000 plus 50,000. This will be the cash balance. Now cash brought 5,50,000. The entry will be cash or bank account debited 5,50,000. To premium for goodwill, it is 4 lakh. So there is a small mistake. Premium for goodwill, it will be 1,50,000. To Gayatri's capital, it will be 4 lakh. Now see the revaluation account. In the revaluation account, you can see the land and building, there is undervaluation or undervalued. The point is land and building was found undervalued by rupees 26,000. In this case, we will increase the value of land and building since it is said that it is actually undervalued. That means the actual value of land and building is more, and it is undervalued in the balance sheet. So now we will increase the value of land and building by rupees 26,000. This will be written on the credit side. Now, provision for doubtful debts. It has to be made 5% of debtors. Debtors value is 3 lakh. 5% of 3 lakh is rupees 15,000. Already 10,000 is allowed for provision, but question says that now total provision should be 15,000. So additional provision to be increased is equal to 5,000. So on the debit side, provision for doubtful debts will be written 5,000. Now there is a claim against workmen compensation of rupees 6,000. Point number D. So workmen compensation claim will be written 6,000 in revaluation account. Since workmen compensation reserve does not appear in the balance sheet, so entire claim will be a liability or loss for the firm. It will be written on the debit side of revaluation account. So like this we observe that ultimately there is a profit on revaluation amounting to 15,000. This will be credited to Madhu's capital account, and with his capital account in the old profit sharing ratio 2:3. So Madhu will be credited 6,000, Vidhi will be credited 9,000. Now you observe partners capital account. Opening balance, again we will write Madhu 5,20,000, Vidhi 3 lakh. By bank account brought by Gayatri for capital is 4 lakh, so it will be written like this. Premium for goodwill brought by Gayatri 1,50,000 divided among Madhu and Vidhi is 60,000 and 90,000. That will be credited to the partners. So we will write on the credit side. General reserve, we had distributed general reserve 30,000 among Madhu and Vidhi, so it will be credited. Now it will be 12,000 and 18,000. And revaluation profit that we observe 15,000 is now credited to Madhu and Vidhi 6,000 and 9,000 respectively. Now like this we get the closing balance of partners capital. So for Madhu it is 5,98,000, for Vidhi it is 4,17,000, for Gayatri it is 4 lakh. So on these values we will now prepare the balance sheet. See the balance sheet. Land and building it has increased by 26,000. Now the new value of land and building is 3,26,000. Machinery, it will remain the same, 2,80,000. Stock, it will remain the same, 80,000, since there is no provision for any revaluation. Now in case of debtors, earlier the provision was 10,000, but now the provision is 15,000. So debtors 3 lakh less provision 15,000. It is 2,85,000. Bank account, you can see as we discussed 50,000 from the beginning and 5,50,000 brought by Gayatri. So total bank balance is rupees 6 lakh. Now see the liability side. Madhu's capital, Vidhi's capital, Gayatri's capital, as we calculated in the partners capital account, 5,98,000, 4,17,000 and 4 lakh. Bills payable as it appears in the old balance sheet will be copied, 1,50,000. The liability for workmen compensation, since it has not been paid, the question says that there was a claim of 6,000. Payment has not been done. So what we will do, we will show this liability on the liability side. So nothing has been told about payment of the liability in the question. So we will assume that it is still a liability. So it will appear on the liability side, rupees 6,000. Now totaling assets and liability side, we get total of balance sheet rupees 15,71,000. So this is question number 62. So like this, you try to solve some more questions and then put your queries accordingly. We will discuss some more questions in the next class. Thank you.